What's going on, guys? My name's Dan.
And I'm Amber.
And we are
This is Into the Shadows.
Into the Shadows. Podcast number 3.
Episode 3.
That's what I meant. What'd I say?
You said podcast. Whatever.
Same thing.
I know if you watched last week's episode, I said that we were likely going to talk about Appalachia and creatures and cryptids. But I decided that I wanted to give myself more time to look into those guys and give myself more time for the research. So we're doing something else today.
And I have no idea what this is. She made it a secret, so I am pretty excited to find out what we have in store today.
And also we have our trusty friend Latte hanging out next to us on the floor.
I'll insert a shot of me holding her and somewhere in here, but that's her. She's our corgi. She's very cute, very shy, but right now she's lying down there. It's pretty nice. So
you're just chilling.
She's here. Yeah.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I have a few groups of stories. Each grouping has 3 stories. One of them is gonna be true, or supposed to be a real true story.
Okay.
And the other 2 are fake. They're made up. Okay. Not real.
I got this.
So you have to try and guess which one is the true one.
Easy.
Now, some of the shorter ones, I just copy and pasted. And some of the longer copy and pasted. So I have more to read of what they said. And some of the longer ones, I just made into really short, paraphrasing summaries. So some of them are going to sound a little different. All right. And our first story.
I'm going to try to not.
Well, I'm trying to turn the. I mean, it's not.
Oh, you're reading off your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You're not going to know. I don't have written in here which one's real or not.
I know. You had the paper over there, so I thought.
Yeah, but I don't have it circled or anything.
Okay.
All right. Yep. One late evening after the sun went down, walking on a supposedly haunted road in Kentucky is Jake. Jake is with his trusty companion Fred, the dog. Love the name Fred. He saw another man. No, so it said late evening. Keep that in mind. Mm. He saw another man walking with a woman in the distance. This was unusual to see anyone else walking out here because of the rumors. The man hadn't believed them, Jake. Mm-hmm. So that he doesn't care about walking out there.
Yep.
He lifted his hand to wave, hesitantly. The man waved back. This made Jake relax. They continued walking towards each other. Fred, however, started to slow down and his hair began to stand up. Mm-hmm. Jake continued forward. With the distance closing in, he called out to them. Hey, good to see someone else out here isn't afraid of ghosts. When suddenly, Fred stops and starts to do a low growl. Seconds later, the man calls back, only his voice isn't normal. It's breathy and broken, but angry.
Okay.
Leave us alone. I was trying to channel Bill Wilkins there.
Bill Wilkins.
The dog starts to bark loudly. Jake, now scared, turns to go back the other way. Mm-hmm. When he looks over his shoulder moments later, the 2 people are gone.
Okay. All right. Go to the next one.
Okay. The next story is... Supposedly, this road, Pine Loganton, I think that's how you say it.
Fake.
Road is very haunted and has many different types of phenomenon related to it. But most interesting is that according to an old story, a servant girl was walking home one night and was killed by a rejected suitor. From then on, she would appear in the form of a cupboard, dancing in the night and would frighten pedestrians.
That story. What the fuck's a suitor in a cupboard?
So, what I'm thinking of, do you know in fucking Beauty and the Beast when all the furniture's dancing, the big armoire that holds her clothing, like a cupboard.
Yeah, no, but like in this situation, what's a cupboard?
I was assuming, I mean, okay, maybe I'm dumb and this does mean something else, but I was assuming it was just like furniture.
Yeah, but okay, read the last, the part with the cupboard.
She appears in the form of a cupboard and dances around in the night.
Okay, read the next one. Fucking.
And a suitor is like someone who was interested in her. She rejected them and he killed her.
Okay, continue.
Story number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Kid claimed that there was a monster in his closet, as many kids do. But one day, this child, trying to, I guess, prove himself, climbed into the closet. Doesn't actually say what he was doing. It just says he climbed into the closet.
Yeah, never do that.
And he disappeared. At the time, there's no explanation for the boy disappearing. They had checked the closet that he was in, all parts of it. Like, cops had shown up, checked the house. No sign of this child. And the family would then see red glowing eyes in his broom after he disappeared.
First one real, last next two are fakes.
First one's real?
Yeah.
Gotcha!
No?
You want to take a second guess?
It has to be. Fuck, I don't know. Because the other two just sound not realistic at all. It's third one is a real one.
So, people thought the third one was real. Remember how I said at the time?
Yeah.
It's because they later found out that this kid had climbed through the ceiling from the closet, but he had wedged stuff down so that it looked seamless and it couldn't be moved. And he had left his house, ran away to his friend's house, and was living in their attic.
Yeah, what with the red eyes, glowing red eyes,
Family just made that up.
So,
yeah.
a dancing cabinet is the real one.
Yes.
I don't believe that one anyway. I think they're all fake. But anyways, that's fine. Next group.
I mean, there's no way to really prove that it's real or not, but like that road has different stories about all these different hauntings and things that have happened there, and that one sounded fake, so I had to put it in there to confuse you.
It definitely sounded fake. All right, try again. Here we go.
So I mean, technically, like the third one would have been true, but then it was proven false. So
what are you gonna do?
Damn kid.
Stupid ass kids.
Okay. This one is called the Hex Hollow Murder.
That one's real. The Hex Hollow's in Pennsylvania.
Is it in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's a house called Hex Hollow. Yeah, someone. God, how'd the story go? I know that it's a guy murdered another guy in the house, so I know that. I'll read it, see if it's the same story. I'll have to look it up then. But the Hex Hollow is definitely. I visited that house already.
Does actually say Winterston, Pennsylvania, on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, that's it.
Man who was always sick believed he was cursed and sought out help from several witches. And he got help from witches since he was 5 with his sickness.
Mm-hmm.
One day when he's older, he employed the help of a 70-year-old witch who stated that their rival witch was in fact the one who had cursed him. And part of what he had to do to be released from the curse was to get the witch's spell book. So him and 2 friends go to the so-called, witch's house, searching for the spell book. But the man didn't want to hand it over, so they beat him, and they attempted to burn the house down. The place only smoldered, though. Didn't fully go up in flames. However, the man still died from his injuries. And then he did feel like he was curse-free after that. I'm assuming his health improved or something.
Yeah, that one's real. So I'm already.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, go ahead. doesn't. I don't remember that being the story, but I don't know.
All right. Man who married a mermaid. This man was born and raised on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Had a pretty good childhood, but his father died when he was a teenager. He had taught him how to sail and work a boat, so not long after that, he began staying out at sea for hours and then eventually days. He did become depressed and lonely, feeling like he had very little in his life, and being out in the sea kind of isolated himself. And then one day he decided to, make his story end pretty shortly. So he went to jump into the sea with weights on him. He began to fade away. But he woke up. He woke up in nearby caves with what he swears was a mermaid. He says that she had sharp facial features and glimmering scales. She had saved him. He could tell from the beginning that she was not, my brain is struggling to read this word right now.
Homunculus. It's not the word.
I'm just going to say she's not a danger, because that's what it's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
From then on, he began swimming with her and growing the relationship. It was years before he returned back to the land. So he's older, much older now, I guess. Began telling his story of his beautiful mermaid partner, who I guess didn't come with him.
How sad.
Yeah. All right.
Do you think we? Nah, it won't be that. Never mind. Next story.
What are you gonna say?
That's my dirty mind, I guess. I just like how do they have a relationship when she's like a mermaid?
You mean sex?
Yeah, I mean, let me think about it. Like, it's just tail.
Well, first of all, I hate when anyone talks about animals, but people have said about how sea animals are attractive for certain things, but like a dolphin has
That's gross. All right,
a
let's
hole.
go to the next
So
one.
I'm assuming mermaids have a hole
Yep.
somewhere.
Somewhere, probably.
Unless they're like, what is that word called when they have both organs, but they make the baby themselves.
Hermaphrodites, I'm pretty sure it's a word for
No,
that.
no. There's a word for
Intersex.
the type of sex that
Intersex, isn't it? Is that what it is? I don't know words.
it's been a long time since college, so
Very long time for me too, because I never went. Anyways, continue.
that
Next
conversation
story.
derailed.
Yeah. Mermaids, sex. Okay, I gotcha.
I mean, maybe he didn't need anything. He was just so enamored with this creature. Maybe maybe mermaids have a thing like vampires do, where they're just like alluring,
Like sirens.
like a siren. Yeah. Yeah,
Sirens,
maybe it was a siren.
Sirens usually kill them though, don't they?
Yeah.
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 Not this one. So then this is the nice siren.
This was Ariel, and this was her prince.
And Latte's the fish. Right, Latte?
She ain't a fish. That's a whale.
True. True.
Love you, Latte.
Love you, Lottie.
All right. She said, "You talking shit?"
She's staring. Yes. Anyways.
Okay. Clown in my basement.
Ooh, I like that. Clowns.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is. Just kidding, you don't get to know my name. I live in a suburban neighborhood, have for several years. House isn't haunted, have plenty of friends, live a pretty normal life.
Yep.
However, one weekend, my parents were out of town. I was home by myself. I wanted to have my friends over for a sleepover, and they were going to come over later. So I decided I would just clean up the house, hang out until they would get there. I was deciding what games we wanted to play when I remembered that there might be booze in the basement.
feel like I've heard this one before. But go ahead.
Ow. I normally don't have trouble going in the basement, but I also don't go down there often.
Yeah. Basements suck.
They're always spooky.
Always.
Our basement was actually a fully finished basement, so it wasn't even a creepy one.
Never mind.
I go down the steps, and as soon as I turn my head, I do a double take. In the corner, I see a tall figure in an outfit that is black and white striped. It is a clown, staring me in the face with the creepiest wide-eyed grin.
Okay, so just pause for a second. In that situation, if you walk down the steps, let's just say in our basement, and you saw... Our basement's pretty creepy, though, I feel like, if you walk down there at night anyway, by yourself, kind of. It's a finished basement. It's a nice basement. If you'd walk down there and you would see that, how would you react? Would you immediately think it was like a costume? Like, would you be like, no? See, I probably wouldn't either.
No,
I know that would
because
never be down
the
there.
only thing that we have that it looks human-like is Miss Suki over there.
Which you can't see right now, I don't think. Probably not.
No, you can only see the plant. Suki is the mannequin that's dressed up.
In the last episode, yeah.
Yeah. It's like when I walked into this room actually and saw her, she's like across from the doorway, kind of scared me a little bit, startled me, and I was like, oh, it's just Suki.
Yeah, we know that, and we know that's fake. So like a clown. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no. If I saw that in our basement, I'm either gonna be frozen stiff because I go into freeze mode. I'm gonna piss my pants, or I'm running right back up the steps and I am barricading the fuck out of that door. And then I'm calling you.
I'm kind of curious though, like what kind of clown it would be though if it was in our basement. Okay, we're getting too far ahead of ourselves right now. Is it like an It kind of clown or some idiot like the 2020 clowns that were running around getting shot by everybody because they're
It just says about the black and white outfit and the shit-eating grin.
Yeah, it's creepy. But anyways, clown in the basement, scared, double take.
I was frozen in my spot for a few seconds and the clown didn't seem to move. I looked at the fridge and looked back and he was in a different spot in the basement.
Fuck that. Ghost clown.
My first reaction is to yell out, "What the fuck do you want?" And the clown did not answer me. And after that, I ran back up the stairs and called my parents. I was too scared to go back down.
They didn't believe him.
Parents didn't believe me or told me to call the police, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot, so I made my friends come over early and have them check the basement. No one there.
Hex Hall is definitely the real one. But with the whole clown thing, that's like one of the fake, I don't want to say slashers, but like the horror movies. I don't fucking like the clown. Like Art the Clown. Don't like those movies at all.
I was never really scared of clowns. I just kind of didn't like them.
Well, Terrifier was just too gruesome for me. I didn't like that.
Yeah, but honestly, once the whole people were actually out dressing up in clowns and being freaky, and did some people actually get hurt?
Oh, well, yeah, I think once they started getting shot, that shit stopped. When they're like, oh, fuck, they're going to shoot us if we keep fucking chasing after them with fucking machetes and shit. It's like, if you're going out there like a clown and with weapons, I mean...
Well, yeah, that's the thing is some of them actually had weapons.
Yeah. Like, oh, God. I watched this one where the guy was walking through like a fucking tunnel, and the guy was just standing there with like a knife waving at the end of the tunnel. Fuck that. FFR be getting clapped.
Once that started happening, and then we had the new It movies.
Yeah.
Clowns scare me.
No thanks.
And it's like, that's an old kind of cultural thing that we don't have clowns at parties anymore. We don't have fucking jesters. We just have regular, comedians and shit to entertain us. Like,
I remember when I was a kid, I had a clown at a party, and he popped a fucking balloon. I cried. Yeah, it was a woman clown. She was very nice, but I was a huge pussy. But anyways, first one was real.
Yeah. So just any clown context now isn't relevant to anything. So I think that's what makes it scary now,
I guess.
at least for me.
And it's in your house, and not on the screen.
And you are correct. The Hex Hollow murder is, in fact, a real story. There were articles about it.
Yeah, I don't remember it being about the witch, though. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't remember. I did actually drive to that house. You actually aren't allowed anywhere near the house.
Oh, wow.
And they have cameras, like, all over. But I drove up to it. I walked up to the porch as far as I wanted, just to look, snapped a few pictures, and left. It's, like, I think, like an hour-ish away. It's not too bad. But definitely a cool-looking house. But, I mean, it's just old. I think it looks like a log cabin.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever heard about that story before.
I knew people kill people. I just remember that. All right.
Oh. Grabbing that to your phone.
I do think we have enough time for... Yeah, I'd say we do, for sure.
Okay, well, I only have 3 more stories.
Well, we have time for them. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, I'll get myself in the zone.
All right, so I titled this one myself, 3 a.m. Not saying it, I made it up and it's fake. I'm saying that's what I'm calling it because it didn't have a name.
Okay, well, whatever.
One night around 3 a.m., I was dead asleep with my ex-boyfriend next to me. All of a sudden, I hear someone in my house asking if anyone was home.
Oof.
I woke up my ex and told him to go see what the hell was going on. He was a total chicken shit and made me go.
Yeah, that's how that would probably go. Like, Dan, go check this out. I'm like, ah.
I think, no, because we've actually woken up before and heard noises, and we were like, what was that? And I was about to go down, and you're like, no, I got this.
I
Stay here.
know. In this situation, that would have been different. I just told you to do it. Maybe not. Whatever. Good.
So I get out of bed, can't find my glasses, but the guy's still shouting. The person in the house is shouting. I come out of my bedroom in my pajamas and see there's a big bald dude in what looks to be a police uniform standing in my entryway.
Okay. All right. So in this situation, would you assume police officer? Because they're supposed to announce when they come in your house. We'll say they need a search warrant to come in your house anyway. Would you imagine it was a police officer, someone breaking in, pretending to be police? I think immediately, if they didn't announce themselves, I would immediately think it's not cops.
So there are times when, like, I don't wake up for things. So it would have been possible that he could, like, tell me that he knocked and
you're right,
I didn't
right.
answer. However, I also am kind of, because my anxiety, sometimes I wake up easily to sounds if it's not normal, because I'm always, like, unprotective mode. But I think just seeing someone being woken up in the middle of the night and seeing someone else in my house, regardless, it's gonna seem off.
Plus, it's bald too. I don't usually see cops without put a fucking beanie on or something. You know what I mean?
They're bald cops.
Like, whatever, just continue. I guess fucking baldy.
Anyway, I'm squinting, trying to get a good look at him, so they're not wearing the glasses. And he looks at me and says, I just wanted to tell you that your door was left unlocked and you should lock it. I mumble something to the effect of, thanks. And he leaves my apartment. I'm still as blind as a bat, but I see that he walks away instead of getting to his car. No policeman would be policing a woodsy area that I live in on foot. So I'm guessing they don't have a lot of, like, neighbors, like, they're further away from things. Just walks away. The next day, I called the local police station and asked if any officers had reported this incident, and they said they would check with the on-duty officers and get back to me. Now, this person was smart, actually called the fucking cops.
Yeah.
They called me the next day and said that no one had done this. I still get freaked out when I think about what was happening. I wish I knew what that guy was up to.
Fucking bald people, man. Can't trust
That's
them.
like the stranger shit.
Yeah, no.
Where they show up.
That movie fucks me up so bad.
They just ask you a question or whatever and then disappear and then come back to fuck up your life.
Yeah, that fucks me. I don't like those. I feel like people are stupid in those movies though. Like, in my opinion, like at some point they got their gun, they got their weapon, and they're like moving around the house trying to find them. I would like put myself in a fucking corner of a room and just wait for them. Or did they already do that in one of them? Like barricade themselves in a room and just blasted them when they walk through.
What are you talking about?
With the strangers.
Oh, I don't remember.
No, I feel like that would be a thing. Like I get a gun and I'd sit in a corner and like wait for them to come through the door, because then you just pop them when they do.
Well, and I feel any horror movie they end up like
Do something
losing
stupid.
losing their weapon or whatever when they're trapped in that room, or there ends up being two of them instead of the one person. It's always something.
So they have their gun and then they drop it and it disappears. Oh my god, what do I do with it? And they're
Melts
just like,
through the floor.
My glasses. They're just looking for the shit on the floor and I can't.
Scooby, help me find my
Jesus.
glasses.
Fucking movies are so stupid sometimes. But anyways.
Latte,
3 a.m.
do you hear Scooby Doo and get excited? She's blepping.
Tired baby girl.
Okay. Next story. I titled this one Night Stalker.
Big girl.
She's going behind the...
Well, now you know we're not lying about a dog. It's a ghost. Big girl.
All right. Young girl was out running errands and spots a middle-aged man watching her from behind.
Yeah, already terrifying.
She continues to see this man watching her as she goes about her day. On her way home, she makes sure to drive the long way to make sure that she is not being followed. When she gets home, she calls her friend to tell her about it. Sorry, I lost my spot for a second. Seconds later, she hears coyotes in the distance. With their hair on edge, she secures her doors and her windows. Later that night, she wakes up and is not sure why. Just have those nights. You just randomly wake up.
All the time.
She goes to the bathroom, like most of us would. When she gets back to her bedroom, her dressers are in complete disarray. Clothing is everywhere, like all over the floor, and one pillow is missing.
Interesting.
Not only that, but her window is open.
Don't like that.
She locked it, supposedly.
Continue. Yep.
Terrified, she shuts the window and calls the cops. The cops never found anything, but the next day, the man she saw was on the news for attacking another woman.
Windows aren't that fucking easy to unlock. You know what I mean? Like, they're not that, like, oh, I think he got in through the window.
Well, I guess the
Fucking
speculation is maybe she, like, missed her bedroom window.
Oh, yeah, all of them. Yeah.
Because you have to go around the house and get all of the windows.
Yeah, I guess. All right, last one. So they're having a party downstairs or something.
Yeah.
We weren't invited, unfortunately.
All right. Thought I'd throw in a little Bigfoot story.
That's the real one.
Bigfoot ate my garden.
Like a Sam Squanch.
While I have a traditional garden, I also grow your non-traditional things.
Hippie.
That was me winking, by the way. I live in the woods of Appalachia.
Oh, of course you do.
It's beautiful and peaceful. At least, it wasn't until Bigfoot started destroying my supply. And no, he wasn't after my carrots or my cabbage. One day, I was tending to my normal garden when the woods went quiet.
As they do.
I froze. Silence in the woods is always a bad sign. My God, can't talk. I waited a few moments before taking off for the house. I watched from the windows. Only minutes later, a long, furry arm emerged from the brush just beyond my fence. He pulled the brush aside and peeped into my yard. It was low to the ground, but I knew it was large by the size of its arm. It took its arm back and continued along the fence in the cover of the brush and trees. It was just outside my good time garden when it reached in and grabbed a whole plant. I was terrified. And after that, I made sure to go out at different times of the day to avoid it, because it, in fact, kept coming back for more. So, apparently, Bigfoot likes to get high? I may move my garden elsewhere now.
Fucking homeless dudes just reaching his fucking arm through and stealing her plans. Oh god, he's so hairy.
But they're saying it's like a really large arm is how they know that it's a large creature.
My fucking arm's probably swollen up, all fucking chunky or something. Who knows?
I don't think you would mistake a homeless man for that. A man in a monkey suit with extendo arms. I don't know.
Saskatchewan.
So 3 a.m. Night Stalker or Bigfoot.
3 a.m.
Yeah, correct.
Yep. I feel like I heard that story before too. What can I say?
With the big bald dude.
Yeah, when the guy came into the house, and then it was just like, oh, so your door's open, and then fucking walked away. Now, I want to point out though, it said apartment in the middle of the woods. House in the middle of the woods. You assume it's an apartment building, or you know what I mean? Like, does that
the 3 a.m.
Yeah, that one part didn't make any sense. At least a little bit of nonsense. Because I feel like, I don't know, a building in the middle of the woods, probably call it a house.
Is this someone in my house?
I swear to God, it's an apartment. It's something.
Yeah, it does say, and he leaves my apartment then.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? How'd you know he didn't go back to the car either? Is it all one floor, or like was he looking down at the bald bitch?
Well, I'm assuming she watched from her door.
Maybe.
And if they're on the bottom floor.
I guess you could see. Yeah. All right.
Mm.
So.
And a little fun fact. I myself wrote the Jake story and the mermaid story. And I made the clown in my basement up on the spot because I still needed another story and didn't have one. And I also made up the Bigfoot story and the Night Stalker story.
She's fucking making all these stories up then.
Did they sound like...
Yeah, it would sound like a Reddit story to me, honestly. Like something I see on Reddit or one of the other sites. So I guess it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Did you immediately think the clown one was fake?
No, I feel like... there's always stories out there like that. Like, I went down in the basement and I saw something down there. And I called my parents. They didn't believe me. They never believed me. Then,
well, I just felt cool because I made it up on the spot.
It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, you did good. You got 2 out of 3 correct. Tricked you with that,
Oh, the first one,
yeah. Dead servant who turns into a cupboard and dances around.
I don't believe that one's fucking stupid. That one's the least believable one out of all, to be honest with you.
Someone please Google if in the 1920s a cupboard was something other than furniture. Because I would like to know if we're actually being stupid right now and picturing dancing furniture.
We're stupid anyway, so it's fine. But anyway, I guess that's it for this episode.
That is it for this episode. Not sure what we're going to do next time. Like I said, we kind of play it by ear, figure it out as we go. So you'll have to stay tuned to find out what's next.
It's always spooky, though, at least. Maybe. Yeah, sort of.
We try.
We try. All right, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
See you later.
Good night.